The photograph erased Mara while she was looking at it. 1 second, 7-year-old Mara stood beside her mother under Briar Station's great clock. The next, only a child-shaped gap remained, edged with red thread. On the back, Elias Vale had written one instruction: ask her what happened at 12:01. Mara called her mother before courage could cool. When Ruth answered, the red thread tightened across the photograph like a pulse. Mara asked about Platform 9. Silence filled the line. Then the station lights dimmed. Ruth whispered, "That platform was sealed before you were born." The photograph erased her face too. 20 minutes later, Ruth appeared at the lost and found desk, coat button wrong and hands trembling. She did not ask where the photograph came from. She asked whether Elias's handwriting still leaned left. Mara placed the red glove beside it. Ruth touched both objects and finally said, "He kept you safe that night." Ruth admitted she had brought 7-year-old Mara to the station during a family crisis, desperate to leave town. At 12:01, a platform appeared where a brick wall should have been. Elias stopped Ruth from boarding and tied red thread around Mara's wrist so the station could not claim her unfinished memory. But Ruth refused to say what waited on the train. Mara turned the photograph toward her mother. "You don't have to tell me everything. Tell me what you're ready to return." Ruth removed a tiny brass key from her necklace, hidden there for 19 years, and set it on the desk. Mara reappeared in the picture, holding Ruth's hand. The child-shaped gap finally closed. But the photograph had changed again. Behind mother and daughter, Elias stood beside a door marked 9, one hand raised in warning. The brass key began tapping against the counter, 12 times, then once. Ruth pulled Mara close and whispered, "I promised him I would never use that key." Beneath them, a train arrived without sound.